me. I am Deann Stone. I am one of the artists of the Four Clans, and we will be busting open this pack and opening up some Four Clan cards. So let me just get on in here. Like opening Christmas present. I can tell you while I'm opening about. I've recently had some card art published for the Four Clans, and some of them are in the current booster packs. And my other ones are going to be coming next expansion, and I have an army deck that I'm excited that'll be coming out eventually. Aha. We got a note. There we go. So, still in the process of getting out the cards. Yeah. All right. Here we got 2 20 boxes of random spells, which you can get at the4clans.com or at some comic shops like New World Comics, or I think it's like Midtown Gaming. There's a few places on the website that does, you know, little competitions, or you can go and try it out. Really, really fun game. I play it as well as draw some art for it. So let's get in. Ooh, I already see one of my cards. First off, we have Shatter, which I designed, the kind of nebulous elf kind of shattering with light coming out. I just thought that would be a really, really cool look. So I had fun with the lightning. I use a kind of watercolor brush when I'm working. Though one of the cards I actually used my kind of India ink brush. Ooh, we got Realm Brothers by Evan Sprinkle. I don't think I have this card. I have a dragon deck. Then I got a few different spell decks. That's awesome. I love his art, and I love his cross-hatching. There's another one of mine, Valiant Sacrifice. When drawing these, this is actually a kind of a story card. I have another card coming out, which is another sacrifice card that has one goblin falling into the maw of a dragon. So that's why this guy has Son of the Bomb. And kind of like a dragon killing crew, and they're motioning you to come in and help fight. I had a friend who said that goblin has no reason to be that handsome. A little pompadour. Ooh, Zachra. Tree of Chastain. I don't have this card either. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of new cards. Zachra, he draws like really, really good. I think he did the dragon deck that I have. Very, very lovely. Another one of mine, Clan Warfare. Oh boy, my favorite bit was down here drawing the kind of Chihuahua wizard versus the sorcerer cat. And that is my old cat, Whiskers, which he was known, like, notorious for beating up dogs. Also, this is Background Lion. You will see him in so many of my cards just kind of hanging out in the background. Because I love him. He's the Background Lion. And then I had 2 other characters up here on my print. You can see them. There is a panther warrior lady, and then there's a samurai wolf. Oh, Michelle Ferguson, the little sea unicorn. She does the unicorn deck I have in the cat deck. They're very, very lovely. I love the colors of the seahorse a lot. Another one of my cards, the Unfair Ritual, which I have got some ritualists, but they've got the Necro Nom Nom Nom. I love putting jokes in most of my cards, and also got some forks and stuff. And this poor little cow doesn't know what's coming. Another one of mine, the Stanky Potion. I also love really, really kind of extreme expressions going into my cards. And that's kind of like curdled milk and nastiness. Board Troll. Oh boy, he's another one of my favorite ones. I wanted to do a nice kind of like lighter pastel thing, but if you look closer, that knight is dead that's being puppeted around. You can see bones broken, you can see kind of blood and sword, and there's a knight impaled with a big stick over here. So I wanted to be like kind of charming from afar, but as you got closer, he wasn't so charming, but he's still having a lot of fun. Tower of Fog. This is another one of mine. Evan likes me doing buildings, but I hate drawing buildings. So this has been a challenge. So I've been learning how to draw a whole bunch of buildings. I have like at least 3 or 4 buildings that I've drawn now. But man, the Fog Tower is one of my favorites. I do have a wizard house that I think is coming later. The Magical Thief, one of my other goblins. He's got a card that's just kind of him in it coming, of him sucking out magic from others, but he is sucking the magic out of the unicorn, and it's turning kind of a nasty kind of beige color. Losing all the color here. Ooh, a colored one by Evan. Terrible Hippogriff song. I don't know, maybe I'd go to her concert. She looks like a lot of fun. Ooh, that could be good to use. The blessing gives a positive number, now gives a negative number. Good to cast on somebody else. Multiplicity, my coconuts! Look at them all! I wanted to use coconuts, but I didn't want to do Moana coconuts. So I decided not to look at them. So that's why they kind of look like a whole bunch of Kirby's, and I wanted to draw them in different armors to show like maybe they come from all over. Maybe warriors got turned into them. There is a coconut that's up here. You can't see his cowboy hat. But he was made in junior high with a friend and I. So he's finally published. Don't let your dreams just be dreams. Ooh. Like I said, Evan's got some really good cross-hatching and things. The Collector. He looks like he'll be good to slide into one of my decks. Yeah, what's yours is mine. Maybe. Look, there's Background Lion. But this rat is also featured in another card where he's stealing a big wheel of cheese. I've kind of introduced a steampunk theme to the world because I love steampunk. But he's also stealing that little wine glass from the elf, which I think that's a little fun thing to point out. Usually at my cards, if you start looking closer and closer, there's like a little story going on. Deadly Gas of Delong. Look at my goblin. We do have fart jokes and things like that. All sorts. We've got some other shorter goblins suffering for being so short. Poor them. He's a little embarrassed. Oh, kitties! 2 kitties. Oh, like I said, I love the kitties. These will have to go. I'll have to use these for my kitty deck. Ooh, and a dragon by Evan. It's like I love seeing Evan's work colored. It's like really good in black and white, but I think colors do make it pop. But I love using all sorts of colors. Oh, and we got Zim by Evan. Look at him. It's like I heard there was a Zim card, but I didn't own it, so now I do have Zim. That was the first pack. Now we're busting into the second pack. Come on out. Don't be shy. I don't know if you want to see the backs. Nice, fun. Oh, pick your weapon. This guy has a lot going on with the different weapons, but my favorite was the hamster with the knife. I was thinking of real kind of weapons and then silly weapons like, you know, you got this kind of blood dagger, you've got spatula, mace, hamster with knives, boomerang, got swords, wands, feathered, angry balloon, infinity gauntlet. All sorts of fun things in there, and I wanted him to look really, really kind of sleazy. Oh, and here's another one of mine, the hopeful owl. I love it. This one was so fun with the sparkles, but down below is actually my D&D group that went on for 3 years. That was my character, Bia and Trix. She had shadow arms. There's Horus. There's Sark is in the middle, but he's kind of got being Mike Wazowski'd. I think he got Mike Wazowski'd like twice. But it fits for his character. And then Pumpkin, who's the orange elf. Ooh, the tower toilet, the turlet. Ah. Oh no. And it's a two-parter. They work together. Ah, potty humor. Oh boy, stubborn brothers. Ended up drawing these two dwarf guys. My uncle and my dad think they're based on them. I do have some cards like based on my family, but these guys, I was just kind of having some fun drawing the dwarfs. I also did a nice kind of like dwarven pattern in the background with some fiery going up. Recycle spell. Now this one I wanted to do a recycle bin mimic because we were trying to figure out, you know, how do you show like spells are being recycled? So it's like, oh, why not a mimic? He's got hands down here that you can see and some leaking, but he's sucking up spells into him and all sorts of different spells going in. Aw, another Zach Raw, the cute distraction. I really like this one. I love the lighting. I love the expression. It's this kind of like monster orky guy. Just that's so cute. Oh my gosh, and Gravedigger the Gravedigger. I love this one. It's so funny. Another one of Zach Raw's. Here's the blind side. It was kind of like how to counter a wizard spell, and I thought it would be the funniest thing to have a wizard just hit another wizard in the face with a staff. Not just use it for magic, practical means, you know? Can't say a spell if your face is broke. This one I actually inked with my kind of India ink pen, and then I scanned it into color. And I used a kind of more raw look for this one. Future Seer. Whoa, the hipster, and he's got his third eye glasses. Oh, he probably drinks like the Blue Ribbon beers. Rolls up into the tavern. Mini-sized. It's another one of mine with my little tiny minotaurs. And I was like, hey, what do you call a tiny minotaur? A minotaur. I was the only one who laughed at that. Everybody else looked at me and went, ugh. But they're hanging out with a bunny. Ooh, Madball. I remember these when they used to be around. I always thought they looked horrifying, but I also wanted to squish them. Oh, Evan. Oh, my protective pixies. Where we have this gal and kind of these feral-looking pixies protecting her. I've got another card featuring those because I like the idea of having pixies but being really, really battle ready. You know, they will tear you a new one. She is actually reading the Dark Lord of Dirkholm, which was made by the lady who did Howl's Moving Castle. It's a good book. I highly recommend it. Aww, the Unipug. Man, I'm getting more unis. Oh, another Unipug. Double, 2 for 1. I love them, and I love her colors. Her colors are so nice. the Horn of Jericho. He was one of my cards that I had to do a rush order on. It's like, when are we going to print? In 3 days! So I had fun. He's kind of like this little owl bear thing, which I thought it would be really fun to have kind of like a little beak nose and go in. I have a mailman that's the same kind of critter as him. And you see the walls come tumbling down. Ooh. Cosmic Meld. Oh yeah. This is the one where everybody shuffles their deck together and oh my gosh, this one can be really, really chaotic because everybody gets everybody else's cards. This is a dangerous one. Now I have it. Now I can just wreak havoc onto everybody else. And Choaz! Yeah, speaking of chaos. Oh boy, look at all the chaotic things going on. I think I did like kind of a creature that was like a son of Choaz that was just a bunch of arms and hands scuttling around. So definitely when I that one gets published, I will be showing off my beautiful boy. Pink Eye Pandemic. Wow. Reminds me back in 2009. I had a friend that ended up giving me, roommate that gave me pink eye. That was horrible. Horrible. This poor devil. And Chastain the Weird. I ended up drawing him, I think, on 2 other cards, giving him kind of a yellow vibe. But I really like his horns. How chunky and crusty they are in that thing. I made that a staff, but it could be a little dagger. Little pinecone dagger. Grunthal. Oh, I've never seen him before. Looks like a good beastly summon. Yeah! And that is both of our spell cards. I'll flip them up like that. And that was a lot of fun. They can be found on the4clans.com. Can be found at different stores. There is going to be a tournament coming in, which is going to be a lot of fun, which you can actually get yourself or your own character or a friend to become one of the cards. And I can actually, maybe, if you choose me, I can do the art for some of them. So thank you for joining me. And that is the 4 Clans Booster Pack Random Spells.